Hey, Hickok 45. Look what I'm holding. Is this pretty or what? This is one of the most beautiful guns possibly ever made, really. Thompson submachine gun. Yes, this is a new one. I won't make up any stories you wouldn't believe anyway. This is from Auto Ordnance, owned by Carr Arms, and it's in 45 ACP, as they are supposed to be. And this, however, this one is the short barrel version, SBR. It's the M1 SB, from Auto Ordnance, replica of the M1 A1 from World War II, Korea. Looks like it, doesn't it? It looks a lot like the one I carried in World War II, except it's in better shape. It's not scuffed up, and all the bluing's still on. In fact, this one is new, essentially brand new, so it's still tight. It's still tight. But we're going to take some shots with it and see if we can hit anything with it. Sling some big old 45 ACP rounds across the hill and maybe across the gravel here. So we have a loaded magazine. Let's get it into battery. All right, this one doesn't fire as fast as the one I used in World War II, but it'll fire pretty fast if we want it to, I think. Yeah, that's fast enough. Let's start out with a 2-liter right here. Ah, yes, nice. Oh boy, 45 slug is sweet. And let's go to the gong. What the heck? Let's not delay it. Oh man, what a feeling. I think one of those rams wants to be knocked over. What'd I tell you? What'd I tell you? 2 of them wanted to be knocked over. And that turkey looks like he wants to fall. He wasn't absolutely certain he wanted to fall. And that big old propane tank wants to be hit. Nice, nice. Let's come back to the cowboy. That is a pretty nice trigger, I'll have to say. Uh-oh, you know what I see over there? I don't know how many rounds we have left, but I see some cinder blocks. I can't tell where I'm hitting. I think I'm hitting, oh, I'm going low. Yeah. Cool. I think the bolt locked back. Yes, cool. If you've been shooting a while, not to brag or anything, but you can generally feel when the bolt locks back. It's always interesting to me to see a new shooter on a range and the slide locks back and they don't really know it because it's so obvious to someone who's shot a lot. Okay, so cool gun. Cool gun. It is so heavy that it does not recoil at all. Think about it. This thing is, I had one actually, but it wasn't an SBR. And it was heavy. And so a 45 ACP round was like nothing in that thing. It is, we're going to load the magazine here while I'm gabbing, of course, because we just have one magazine with it. This is compliments of Eric from NC Silencer. I happen to be in the neighborhood again, so we have a cool gun here. Now, why would this one need to be from someone that has the licensing and that sort of thing for suppressors and class 3 weapons? Check out the barrel length. It's only about 10 or 11 inches long. So this is an SBR again. It's a short barrel rifle. That's the classification. You can't just hack off the barrel on your favorite rifle, as most of you know that by now. That takes a stamp, federal stamp, and some paperwork, some money, and a waiting period, because we all know that a 10-inch barrel is way more dangerous than a 16-inch barrel. As soon as you get one of those cut down, it becomes extremely dangerous. Ready for a crime spree, right? Well, it's just one of those many gun laws that we have to abide by. So if you want to a rifle with a barrel shorter than 16 inches. You just have to go through the hoops, and a lot of people are doing that these days. It takes time, some money, a couple $100 for the stamp, and then you have to wait. But lots of people are doing it, and I might do it myself. Short barrel is appealing to me on some of these guns. We just have the one mag, like I say, but big old 45s aren't too bad to load. We won't shoot 1,000 of them or anything, but we'll shoot 2 or 3 magazines. Pretty neat. Is that beautiful or what? Is that a good looking gun? I mean, I want to make sure you see that. That's beautiful. Look at that walnut. Wow, gorgeous. And you know, these things during World War II, we just couldn't make enough of them. The British wanted them; they were buying them from us, and we entered the wars. We needed more and more, and these were slower to make than some of the other firearms that came about during that time period. And that's why we had the Sten. One reason we had the Sten out here. You know, the British put that thing together because they couldn't get enough of the Thompsons from us. They're slower to make, and so they needed something. So it's appropriate that both of them are on the table and that we have both of them here today, because they kind of serve the same purpose in a way as the sub gun. This one is different, quite different. It shoots a big old 45 round. You got to really wrap that in there tightly, smartly, we've discovered, especially on a new gun. And the bolt is back. Okay, it's ready to go. Let's shoot it some more. Big old gun. I have fired one of these in full auto configuration up at Knob Creek, and even in full auto, they're really easy to hold down. So I recommend all of you buy one. They're cheap. They start out at about 25, 30,000. Okay, this is neat. What else do we have? Oh, you know what? We've got a target. Let's put some 45 slugs from a Thompson on that target. You notice that I noticed over there it shoots just a little bit low for me. So I'm going to bring the sight up. In order to get one in the orange, got to bring it up. That's a long shot. That's asking a lot from a rifle to be shooting that far away, but you know, I do it for you guys. 2 liter. 2 liter. 2 liter heaven. Propane heaven. Nice. Oh, another 2 liter. I didn't see that one. He's hiding. Propane time. Across the hill. Oh, I didn't finish with those cinders. Let's take a couple more shots on them. Got to hold on the top. Nice. I like to see cinder dust. I like to. Oh, I see a 2 liter down there we missed. Cool, cool, cool. I'm going to move around through the cinder blocks again. Sweet. Let's try that little chicken over there. I think I got a round left or 2. I'm going to hold about 6 inches over its head. Maybe I'll have a chance of hitting it. What'd I tell you? What'd I tell you? Let's try that pig. Oh boy, this thing's a tack driver. Once you figure out the sights. I know I use that line all the time. Where do I hold? What do you mean by where do you hold? What do you mean by where do you hold? Well, what I mean is you take the same sight picture. Let me be loading here while I'm gabbing. You take the same sight picture, generally speaking, you want to, with whatever you're shooting, level up the front sight and the rear sight. But sometimes when you do that, you end up, you know, the bullet impact is lower than you want. So you need to bring your sight picture up a little bit or down, just depending on the firearm. It's not a big deal. I talk about it because I'm shooting so many different firearms here, and I sometimes on camera, as with this, I discover where to hold. And in our little reality show, you're actually, you know, seeing me learn about that as I shoot it. And if it's a firearm I've shot a lot, it's not so much the case. I already know. But then again, if I haven't shot in a year, I tend to forget. But that's what I'm talking about when I talk about where to hold. using the same sight picture basically. Just, with some firearms you can hold right on the bottom of a pig over there and it'll hit it. And with some you need to hold right on the top of its back. And that's what that's all about. And these big old 45 slugs are fun to sling. We'll shoot one more magazine because I know you want to see a few more of these go across the hill. That's a pretty gun, I'll have to say. That's one of those in the class with, oh, I don't know what, the Garand or the 1911 that like, nobody can hate. It's just a beautiful gun, beautiful gun. And known as a reliable firearm, fully automatic or whatever. They just are very expensive. These are one of the most expensive of just standard small arms, you know, in the World War II select fire variation. They're just very expensive. They're, I guess, because they're so desirable and they're the rarity maybe. I don't know how many of them there are out there. Okay, got to really pop that thing. Okay. All right. Let's just take a few more shots with this baby. And I will not forget the watermelon, I promise. I promise. I think I'll take a couple more on that cinder block. I know where to hold now. There we go. I wanted to see a little tumbling. Yeah, that's what I wanted. That's what I wanted to see. You know, this turkeys look awfully brave over there. Yeah. I don't like the looks of their face. I can't see now. My glasses are fogging up. Let me go to the other shoulder. All right. What if I could hit a turkey shooting from my left shoulder? There we go. Try the gong. Let's try the watermelon. I'll bring it back to my right shoulder though. All right, 45 slug. I don't know if it'll penetrate that skin or not. Let's try it. Knocked the post over. Oh boy. You know, I really feel guilty having access to such wonderful firearms. You know, I have a deep sense of guilt over this, that you're not here with me shooting this, but I'll try to get over it. At least I'm bringing it to you, you know, in living color on your computer screen. And I hope you can see, I know you can, because John gives you a good look at everything. Just what a beauty that is. And isn't it neat that somebody's making these things, you know, the replicas, if you want to call it that, of such a classic firearm and such a beautiful version of it. So anyway, SBR Thompson's what it is. M1 SB, replica of the M1 A1 from World War II in Korea. You've seen it in action in the movies, and you just saw a couple of shots right here at the Hickok 45 compound. Pretty neat gun. Do I have to even tell you this? Life is good.